Hello, my name is Evelyn, and I'm one of the pastoral counselors at Lifewell Ministries. Today, I want to share some highlights of what I get to do and witness as I journey with people. Now, we do have a journey path set in place, but the order in which we walk with each individual is not always linear, simply because we are so uniquely made. But when most people reach out for the first time, which I celebrate in such gratitude because I understand how difficult that can be for so many. They're calling because something is wrong. Something is off. Something needs fixing. But what if there's more? What if this urgency or prompt you may be sensing to reach out for help is because you need time and a safe place to process not only what has gone wrong, but what happened. We walk through details about your story that may be influencing how you're experiencing life and enduring today. So we start there, an ancestry.com of sorts. Only we do need to travel back just a little further. You know why? Because you are a child of God. And if you are a child of God, we can't exclude the garden. When we understand what had already taken place, as well as what was happening even before we were born, then we begin to experience the blessing of engaging to our story from God's perspective. Because the truth is that the garden is still affecting us today, and it will continue to affect our future. Our next step is what I believe is the most important and necessary step, which prepares the way for deeper healing, and that is your identity. This is the discipleship piece of our model. We go through biblical truths, and you may discover that you have a false concept of God in this process or in this phase. Perhaps you'll discover that you have a false concept of you. You know, the world, which includes religion, has had and does still to this day have such an influence on how we view God, ourselves, others, and life. So we need Him to reveal those details to us. Once we've spent some time in the goodness of the good news and understanding how the finished work of Christ overpowers the impact that the world has had on us, on you, then we follow His lead to areas that may be getting in the way of you walking free today. Experiencing Him through this step is so transformational. Just like faith, it can't be explained and taught only. It has to be experienced. Experiencing God marks you. It changes you. It heals you. It equips you to walk in this world with a kingdom perspective. We need Him. We need Him just like Jesus needed Him when He was here. We need our shepherd with us to walk with us as we unpack things like brokenness and suffering, dysfunctional behaviors we've come to rely on to soothe all the aftermath of ungrieved losses, of false belief systems, of woundings. We need Him to walk through forgiveness and surrender. Not because we have to forgive and surrender, but because we want to and because we get to. When the eyes of our hearts have been enlightened, then we see that we need to forgive. We need to surrender in order to breathe, in order to heal, in order to receive what Christ died for us to receive. He alone can satisfy our deepest needs. It is He alone including the need for courage and the need for comfort. The last phase is all about walking it out. How do we walk this out? What we've learned and experienced in the journey. How do we walk it out at home, in our workplace, in church, wherever it is that you are planted in this world? Walking it out in spirit and in truth, in the midst of the unknowns and in the midst of the inevitable. Awakened to the beauty of the present moment, because it is in the present moment that His presence is found. Knowing that the cross is behind you, reminding you of what He has already done, what has already been done for you to walk, for you to move, and for you to join Him in whatever it is He's doing in the here and in the now. Now, that's it. If you have been praying or searching for a journey, if you're feeling led to start a journey, go to lifewellministries.org, or you can call 470-888-LIFE. If you know of someone that is waiting on the blessings that a healing journey can bring, feel free to share this video. I am one who believes that we should all be on a journey. I am certainly in mine. I am in a journey, and it is a learning process. Like everything else, it is a learning process. So I'm learning in the journey despite what's happening, because apparently it just will not stop. Life will continue to happen. So I'm learning how to grab a hold of what Christ in me, the hope of glory, has for me, moment by moment. Be blessed.